by Football Club Barcelona. Leo Messi scoring the final 2 goals in that game.
They certainly did 2 tremendous goals from that man there, Takashi Inui. And as you can see, the Barca players sending a message out to Ousmane Dembele, of course. It certainly is. Well, let's have a look at the lineup for Barca's fifth league game of the season. Marc-Andre ter Stegen in goal. A back 4 of Nelson Semedo, Javier Mascherano, Gerard Piqué and Lucas Digne. And Paulinho gets his first start in a Barca shirt alongside Sergio Busquets and Andres Iniesta. And the front 3, Gerard Deulofeu, Lionel Messi and Denis Suarez. Certainly did. Let's have a quick look at the visitors' lineups tonight. The former Charlton keeper Marko Dimitrovic in goal. In front of a back 4, behind rather, a back 4 of Anaïs Arbilla, Paulo Oliveira, Alex Galvez and David Junca. And the midfield 3, Gonzalo Escalante, Dani Garcia and Joan Jordan. And up front, a change there too, with Ander Kappa pushing up from fullback, Sergi Emrich and Takashi Inui. And Eibar, and of course their coach José Luis Mendilibar, changing from a successful formation last season, served them well, the 4-4-2, playing 4-3-3 today.
Within 5 minutes, he scored the winning goal and showing what kind of a player he is as well, with really good strength and a good run.
And there's a glorious ball inside the defence, and Sergi Emrich draws a great save from ter Stegen, but the Barca defence opened up there with the ball.
Though he hadn't played in Spain, no one really knew what to expect of him in this league, but I think he's been fantastic.
Just seeing the replay there of Sergi Emrich's chance, just a hint that he may have been half a body width in front of Gerard Piqué, but nevertheless ter Stegen with a very good save, reading. Watching on from the comfort of the bench at the moment. Here is Deulofeu squaring up to Junca, and again Inui is back. Semedo now looking for options, and that's a good one too with Iniesta, but the tackle there from Galvez, and he's given a penalty, the referee. Macedo down in the area. Alex Galvez pleads his innocence, but Football Club Barcelona have themselves the opportunity to go ahead in the 20th minute of the game.
Well, it's brilliant football from Football Club Barcelona, I have to say, but it looked like Semedo was second best to this one. He didn't give up, and all credit to him for carrying on the run. Did he get there ahead of Galvez? Maybe he did, you know. In the end, I think it's a slightly clumsy challenge from the Eibar centre-back. Semedo does brilliantly well to use his body, gets in front of the defender, goes down under the challenge from Galvez, and I think it's not the worst challenge you've ever seen. It's not the worst penalty or the most clear-cut penalty, but I think Semedo's very intelligent, and I have to say, I think Alejandro Galvez is a little bit clumsy.
So Lionel Messi with a chance for his 6th league goal of the season, clips it up and beyond the dive of Dimitrovic, made it look so easy, and it's 1-0 to the home side.
Well, he barely needed a run up there, Leo Messi, barely needed a back lift either. Just flicked the ball into the top corner and there was no stopping it. It was so precise from the Argentine. A stunning finish. Sampaoli's probably right, and who's this Messi? I better call him up for the next Argentina game.
So 8 goals in all competitions.
What about that, eh? Just clips it into the back of the net.
As Dimitrovic dived underneath it, maybe if he hadn't dived forward, you can see dives forward, which actually gives him Busquets to Iniesta, and that's fantastic control, and I think Deulofeu may have just gone too early there. He did, the former AC Milan and Everton man.
Oof, I tell you what, did he? That is very, very close indeed. Obvious from Suarez in the end. That one well read by the Eibar defence.
Deulofeu lines it back up for Messi. Thinks about the shot, but in the end, Dimitrovic reading the fly to the ball. There's a very experienced bench for Barca tonight. We see a replay of Messi's attempts to catch the keeper out. That man you just saw, of course, Luis Suarez.
From that angle to get the ball up and over the defence, very, very difficult. Just too much on it in the end.
Another opportunity for Messi, palmed away this time by Dimitrovic. With Deulofeu supplying the Argentinian once more. Pause before taking the corner. That will be Denis Suarez, right-footed. The lady there filming proceedings, and there's a goal. It's Paulinho again. Denis Suarez with the curling corner, and Paulinho arriving late and guiding the ball into the far corner. 2 goals in 2 games for the Brazilian, and he really is fitting in here.
Well, it's what we were saying earlier, Lucas. He brings something different to this side. How many Barca midfielders have scored headed goals like that from corners in the last few years? Xavi certainly wouldn't have done. Certainly you don't see Iniesta. You barely see Busquets. And the crowd now singing the name of the Brazilian Paulinho. He may not be a superstar signing, but he brings something different to this side. He brings a physicality that they don't have in midfield, and he's shown that with 2 goals in 2 games. Very different goals, but both thanks to his physicality and his strength.
Ready to go. And before that pass was played, Mascherano doing well to bring that out of the air. Oh, what a dummy there by Paulinho, and he's got Messi down the right-hand side, making his way into the centre. Paulinho wanting it back, Messi going for goal. Stunning stop by the keeper, Denis Suarez! 3-0. Dimitric powerless to stop the second shot from Denis Suarez. Great play from Paulinho in the build-up. Good shot from Messi, good save. But it is Barca 3, Eibar 0.
Well, Paulinho and Denis Suarez came on against Getafe at the weekend. Both scored. They then earned a place in Ernesto Valverde's starting 11 for this game. And they're both on the score sheet once again. Not only that, as you've mentioned, Lucas, Paulinho vital in the build-up to this goal. A really, really clever dummy. Letting the ball go through to Leo Messi. It's the Argentine shot that's parried into the path of Denis Suarez, and well, Suarez does the rest. Picks up Barca's 3rd goal and a 2nd in 2 games for Denis Suarez. Very impressive stuff from both him and Paulinho, and it's been another excellent performance from Football Club Barcelona. 3 goals, and it's going to be another 3 points.
It certainly has got to feel a wee bit for Dimitrovic. He's twice denied Messi from opportunities like that, pushing the ball away. But nobody. There's a right back allowed to push up past a wide midfielder, normally in the shape of Pedro Leon. Looks a lot more comfortable than he does today. And there's a good ball into the centre, and Eibar do have a goal back, and it is Sergi Enrich. A really great pass into the area, just inviting the touch, and the 27-year-old former Numancia man provides it, and Eibar have responded.
Brilliant goal, completely against the run of play. But what about this for a ball in? It was good play in the build-up from Inui, and then it's David Juncker, the fullback, who puts in an absolutely stunning ball. It's just asking to be tucked away, but it's a very clever finish. There's a lot still to do to angle the ball into that far corner and beyond. Mark.
Blonde anyway, Rakitic, but certainly added an extra tint to his hair when I saw him arriving before the game. Messi back to Iniesta, to Sergio Busquets, and it's slid in. It's Lionel Messi almost out of nothing, and having pulled the goal back, Eibar find themselves 3 behind once again, just 2 minutes after Sergi Enrich's goal, and that is textbook Messi.
Well, if Ernesto Valverde was a little bit worried enough to ask Rakitic and Sergio Roberto to start warming up when Eibar scored that goal, Leo Messi certainly wasn't. He knew that if he had a chance to score another one, he'd give Barcelona that 3-goal cushion once again. It's just so clever. How many players in world football are capable of seeing that gap, of seeing the chance to play the ball between those 2 defenders and into the corner of the net? There's barely any backlift from Leo Messi. He's falling over as he strikes it, and he finds the absolute corner of the net. It couldn't have been more precise.
And here is Messi, full of running, and this time he's got Paulinho running through the centre, allows the ball, just slides it back. Messi just holding off the challenges, and he has got a hat-trick. Could have gone down probably once, if not twice, for a penalty there. Looked like he was being held back, but he knew the match ball was there for the taking, and Barca now running away with it.
Well, this is what we suggested that Eibar would be worried about, certainly Jose Luis Mendilibar, but there's no one that can stop this man. How do you stop Leo Messi from doing that? You can't. It's impossible. From one end to the other, it's a good save from Ter Stegen. Barca get the ball clear. It's really good from Paulinho, and I tell you what, Leo Messi and Paulinho are combining ever so well. But what about this finish with the outside of the left boot? He was being pulled back by the defenders, and he just slides it beyond the goalkeeper. Dimitrovic, nothing he could do. It's through his legs. And the crowd responding first to Leo Messi and then to another hero.
It's a poor pass out, it has to be said though, from Mascherano. Piqué just rectifying the situation, still not out as Ruben Peña into the area, makes some space for himself, aims to the far corner off the inside of the far post and scrambled away, but a chance for Eibar to do themselves some good there. Really quick feet from Ruben Peña, beat Ter Stegen, couldn't beat the woodwork.
Well, it's a pity for Peña. He's looked lively since he's come on in this second half, and
flick back for Messi. He just wasn't able to pick it back up. Rakitic does well not only to get the tackle in, but also not to let that touch his arms as he was on the ground. Paulinho looking to make the run. Messi goes round one, round the other out wide to Vidal. It is 4 for Messi. 6 for Football Club Barcelona, and what a wonderfully crafted goal, another wonderfully crafted goal, and this time Alex Vidal. We talked about players on the bench who had a point to prove. He could have gone for goal himself there, Alex Vidal, but what a wonderful return, and Messi with the simplest, well, I say simple from up here, but he made it look simple, across the keeper into the far corner. 4 for Messi, 6 for Barcelona.
Well, he had to adjust his body, Leo Messi, and he does that very well. But you're absolutely right. Alex Vidal does brilliantly. He could so easily have sent this ball across the 6-yard box, but he cut it back for Leo Messi. And as you see, Messi just opens his body and side foots it into the far corner. It's quick thinking from Leo Messi and a brilliant finish. But very, very good from Alex Vidal. But take you back a few seconds previous, and it was Ivan Rakitic sliding on the floor who cut that ball out.